Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
I have a dream that one day,
people of the Philippines, I have returned.
You are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months.
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall never surrender.
Strength and resolve bring peace.
You know, all politics is local, as Tip O'Neill made famous years ago. What are perhaps the 2 or 3 biggest areas? Because you've come from local government. I mean, when you were a legislator and then you were the governor. So yes, you ran for president, as most people now know you. But what would be 2 or 3 of the things that you would say could really help local communities to begin growing from the bottom up?
Even more importantly, my father was a county commissioner for 28 years. I saw my dad interact with the people in his community as their go-between, if you will, between them and their local county government. He had 250 people total in his precinct, 1/4 of a 900 square mile county, and he had 250 people out there. So he saw them all pretty often. So, I mean, that's real. I went to church with them. I mean, saw him at the John Deere dealership. I mean, that's local government. And I think outside of being on the local school board, probably being a county commissioner may be as base a political arena that you can be in. So local control. Newt Gingrich said something to me one day that really struck home to me, because I'm a big 10th Amendment guy. I mean, I've talked about the 10th Amendment, wrote a book about it, Fed Up, and it's really important to me that if we're going to be back to the country that I think we want us to be, competitive, where you got these 50 laboratories of innovation that are competing against each other. They're making the decisions on social issues in the states. They're making the decisions on education. They're making the decisions on a host of issues that the federal government shouldn't be involved with. Then just as much as the 10th Amendment is right about the federal government needs to devolve power back to the states, Newt Gingrich said to me one day, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, Governor. Meaning that don't get so spun up about, that you got all the answers in Austin, Texas, that these counties, these 254, as it would be in Texas, counties also have some real process in that. And as we see our structure in a lot of the states, getting back to local control, listening to those folks back there, and that's not to say we're going to have 254 all, counties, and each one of them have different rules and regulations, but listening to the people is what local control, that's the code word for me, is listen to the people. And if democracy is to work, then being responsive to the electorate is really important. Washington, D.C. has lost almost all of its hearing ability back to the local people. And the 10th Amendment means nothing all too often in Washington, D.C. And hopefully that will change.